Hi everyone, I'm back to do another video, and today I have decided to make a card using this beautiful Havana paper pad, and I'm going to be using the 12 by 12 paper pad because it's double-sided, and just some beautiful foil accents on the pages. So I've already cut out my layers that I'll be using, so I'll show you the papers that I'm using from this pad. I'll be using this beautiful double-sided page here. I'm also using this beautiful pink one with the foil accents, and then I'll also be using one more, which is this one with the birds and the flowers. And again, like I said, they are double-sided, so I'll be using an element of the front as well as the back of this page. So that's the paper pad, and I've got some of the flower packs here as well, which I will be deciding as we go along with the card to see which ones I'll be using. So I'm just going to put these flowers to the side, and the inspiration for this card came from my laces. So I'll be incorporating some laces, and I've just pulled out some white lace and trims from my scrap box. So I decided I need to get using some of these and incorporating them into my projects, whether it's cards or altered projects. So I just pulled out a few bits and pieces, hopefully that I'll be using along the way. And there's some nice ones, and there's some dangle ones as well. So I'm going to see what I'm going to do with this. I'm just going to put this all to the side, and I'm going to get my card layer. So it's a 5.5 by 5.5 card base, and it's top folding. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to start layering some bits and pieces on before I put some of the lace and trims on, and it doesn't want to focus. So this is my first layer onto the card base, and I've already cut it down to size. It's not exact. The only reason is because I'm going to go in with my scissors, or you can use your distressing tool, and I'm just going to go in and distress a bit of the edge of this paper. And we cut, it is paper, but it's thick enough to be like a thin card. It's really good quality, the Prima paper pads. So I'm just going to go in, and I don't mind if there are any rips and tears that occur while I'm doing this. In fact, it's going to add more to the whole effect of it at the end. So I'm just going to go in and put this layer down here, and I think I want to take the edges up like this, because it just gives it a bit more of that shabby, worn look. I'm just gonna do that with my fingers here and that just lifts the corner up, and I'm gonna put that down here. And I think I want a little tear on the top, so just slicing it up a bit, and you don't have to be too neat. So that's how that looks on the top, and I'm going to put this down here. So this is going to go down with some wet glue, the first layer, because it's going to be quite dimensional with all the lace and trims I'll be using. So let's just get this put down. And I'm using a really good quality 300 GSM cardstock for the base of my card, which means all the weight that I'm going to put onto this is going to withstand it quite well. So that is my first layer. Then I want my lace. So I don't think I want dangle. I like this doily. Quite like the look of this one, and I'm just going to see. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do another one of these on this side, because I think I want my lace here. So I'm just going to pull this corner back, and that's why I've not used a double-sided tape or a dry adhesive, because with wet glue obviously you can lift it up a bit again. So I've done the same on this side, and then I'm going to add my lace here. So I'm just thinking of what lace to use. I don't want to use applique, nope. So just have a little play and see what kind of lace you have. Quite like this one. just about fit. Just need to trim off the edge. Yeah, I think I'm going to use this one. So this is where I'll be using my hot glue to adhere my lace. So just bear with me, I'm just getting some glue sticks. And I think I'm going to have that. So I'm going to trim the edge off afterwards because I don't want to trim it and then fall short. So I'm not going to put the glue right to the edge because I might want to put a few more bits and pieces in. So I'm just going to put that down like so. And I don't mind that it's coming off the edge. In fact, it looks quite good like that. And then my next layer is going to be this beautiful pink layer here, which is going to go on top of there. And again, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm actually going to cut it down a bit more because maybe I want it a bit smaller. So I'm just going to get this and just roughly cut it down. It doesn't have to be precise because I will be chopping and not chopping, distressing the edges. So again, same thing. And I'm going to do layer at a time so that I know if I want to add lace and bits and pieces. And I'm going to be quite rough with this one because I want it to be quite distressed looking. Like this. And it doesn't matter if I've got a tear in it. I'm just going to fold it back and it's going to add to that shabby rough look. In fact, I'm going to add another tear up probably here. So that's how that's looking. And I probably want that there. And this bit is going to go on a bit of dimensional foam pad. So I'm going to get my foam pad and get this sticking down. And I'm not going to be too neat with my foam because again, like I said, I might be tucking things in here and there. So let's see, probably have it that way. That's going to go quite central like this. And I'm going to add a bit of hot glue behind here now, just to stick that bit down. And then I want another piece of lace here, and I've seen some flat lace in this little stash of mine, and I quite like this one, and this is like an embroidered lace. So I'm just seeing which is the right and which is the wrong way. So this can sit just here and it just softens it up a bit. And again, I'm gonna just roughly cut a bit to size, and I'm gonna chop the edges off in a second. And I'll be using my pinking shears to cut off the edge just so that it can give that nice raggedy edge, as well as the scissors work really well with this kind of lace because it's quite a thick lace, this one. And I'm doing it from the back because it's going to give me a guideline as to where to chop. Okay, and then this one, it's really hard to tell which is the right and the wrong way, so it's this way. And again, I'll just, because I want it a bit shorter than the bottom layer, so I'm just gonna chop it here and then here, because I want, as the layers go on, I want them to get smaller and shorter. So that's going to stay like this. Again, I'm going to add a bit of glue here just to help the lace stick on. Like that. My next layer is this beautiful green background with the bird, and that's just so cute. And that's going to go there. And I'm going to do the same again with my scissors. I have got one of those Tim Hortons distress tools, but just find this so much quicker. Like this. Put a couple of tears in. Okay, so that's that layer there, and this one is going to go on foam pads, and I've used the reverse of that one as well for my next layer, which I have already cut. And just take these backing off. This is going to sit up here, quite central like that, and I'll be using a bit of hot glue now behind here because I know that's fine. That's how that's looking. So quite layered, quite shabby. And then I have another layer here. Now before I put this layer down, so this is the reverse of this sheet here, as you can see, and it's got the beautiful camera, and I want that there, but I've got this doily as well that I want to use, and I think I want the doily just coming off the edge here because there's no lace here, so I'm gonna not think about it too much and just put some glue down and a bit here. Excuse me. And then this is gonna go here. Let's get this one distressed as well. See, I like it when it goes like this. And if you can't achieve this kind of look easily, another way you can do it is just damping the edge of your paper with a bit of water on your finger, and then just crimping it with your hand. That's a nice look as well. So you can just go in and just start crimping it back like this and giving it a tear. It's just easy with a bit of water as well. So I'm going to do the same here. Just take it back like that, and there. That looks like it's had a bit of a beating, doesn't it? Okay, and then this is going to sit here, and I think I want a bit of foam pad on this side so it's lifted off on the side where there is no doily. I want to put this down with, you can use whatever glue you want, so I'm going to use a bit of hot glue just to help it on its way stick quicker. And that's going to go just there, like that. And then my embellishments. So I've got these flowers, and I quite like this beautiful pink one here. But I want to add quite a bit of green as well to this one, so I'll be using the smaller flowers off this one. So let's get some flowers out. So this pack, I have no idea what it's called, but here's the number if you wanna look for it. And this one has 8 pieces. Oh, beautiful! And I like the flower packs that have like varied sizes of flowers in. And I think I'm just going to use this pack actually, because it has the different variation of flower sizes. So I like this pink one. I want that there, I think. And I quite like this green. And I want this pale one as well. And do I want another one? I don't want to cover that little birdie. So I'm just going to have a little play and see. And I've got a little happy birthday sentiment just here, which I think I'm going to have probably just here. So yeah, I'm going to get those stuck down. I think instead of this green one, I'm going to have this pretty one here. And I don't want too much of the flowers going on because there's quite a lot of layers. But I do want, I've seen some eyelash trim here to the side. So I'm just going to grab a bit. I'm going to cut it off. Just going to have a little section of this, and I'm going to use it behind my flowers. So all I'm going to do is probably just make a little ring or something and just leave it there. So as I glue down my flowers, the glue will hit the eyelash trim as well. So there's some glue behind here. I'm going to add some glue behind this one. And just tuck that here. And just one more. Just have it to the side there. And you see how the eyelash trim is just sneaking out behind it. That looks very nice. And this sentiment can just sit at the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some foam pads behind here. So let's just get a tiny bit. And I want to add a bit of glue behind that and stick it just here. Like that. That looks so pretty. And I love the layers on it as well. And I don't know why I feel like it's missing something. So I've seen a butterfly in this pack. I want to see if it looks nice with this card. I quite like that, but is it too big? Yeah, no, I think it's a bit too big, but I want something here, maybe another pink flower. So I'm going to go for the smaller pack, which actually no, this one's quite nice. I might have it tucked just behind here. No, I just need something somewhere a bit more pink. No, don't like it there. Maybe under here. Let's see. Oh, I can't decide. Maybe not add it at all then. Or maybe get one of these smaller ones. Yeah, these are much smaller. Let's see. Oh yeah, these will be better. So I can add one just there and a pink one just here. So I've got a hint of pink and this space doesn't look so bare. So let's get these stuck down. One just there. Have the stamens showing. I like these pearl stamens on these ones. And then a tiny pink one just peeking out from under here. So yeah, I think that looks much better and a bit more fuller as well. So that completes the top of my card. And for the insert this time I decided I want to use just a blank insert, no fancy paper. So I've just got some beautiful glossy paper, folded it in half, and that's going to sit in there. And if you want your insert to open as you open the card, my tip is to put your tape or your adhesive to the top of the fold. So then when you open your card, your insert should open with it. So let's put this in here. Get this stuck down. So every time you open your card, your insert should automatically just open up with it, which is quite easy to do and it works every time. So that is my card. I hope you enjoyed watching this tutorial. Like I said, it was so easy. Just use layers of card, distress the edges, and you can go in and distress it a bit more if you wanted. And there's no right way or wrong way of creating your layers. It's just how you feel like you want to do them. And use your scrap pieces of lace that you've got tucked away. So it's a nice way to use your papers and your lace together. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think and I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye.